Welcome to Cam Look, your twice-weekly dose of the Cincinnati Art Museum. Every Tuesday and Thursday, a staff member or volunteer will be sharing an object from the permanent collection and posing questions for discussion. Please check back every Tuesday and Thursday at 10 a.m. for a new work and a new conversation. My name is Sue. I'm a volunteer docent here at the Cincinnati Art Museum. As you may know, Mardi Gras is approaching. This year it will be held on Tuesday, March 4th. Mardi Gras is a French phrase for Fat Tuesday, which represents the last night before Ash Wednesday, the last chance for indulgence for Catholics before they begin avoiding those fatty, rich foods and other tempting treats as they begin to fast for the Lenten season. Well, one of the most indulgent gods of Roman mythology is Bacchus, the god of wine and revelry. Bacchus's indulgence is so legendary that there's a crew and parade named after him that will march through the streets of New Orleans during the Mardi Gras celebration. We happen to have a painting at the Cincinnati Art Museum that features Bacchus and the story of his early life. In honor of the upcoming Mardi Gras, let's take a look. The painting is titled Mercury Entrusting the Infant Bacchus to the Nymphs of Nysa, by the Frenchman François Boucher, created in 1734 and is currently on display in Gallery 207. This oil-on-canvas painting illustrates a great and salacious story of Roman mythology. The story goes something like this. Jupiter was married to Juno, but Jupiter had a wandering eye. So soon the Princess Semele became pregnant with Jupiter's son, the child we know as Bacchus. Juno, in a jealous rage, was seeking vengeance for this affair and had planned to destroy the child Bacchus. Jupiter learned of the plan and gave his child to Mercury, the messenger of the gods, to deliver the child to the Nymphs of Nysa so they could raise the baby secretly. Little Bacchus grew up there and became the notorious god of wine. Our painting shows us that moment in time where the infant Bacchus is handed over to the Nymphs of Nysa. We see Mercury hovering near the top of the painting in a red hat with wings, and the nymphs gathered below, accepting and protecting the baby. Boucher painted this painting in the Rococo style of art, which is an art movement characterized by ornamental shapes like shells and plants, the use of vegetation, and it shows an emphasis on the natural world by adding animals as part of their subject matter. Here we see those Rococo elements included as loosely painted vines in the foreground and trees in the background, a pair of goats off to the right, and the general whimsical nature of this scene from Roman mythology. Goats and vines are symbols of Bacchus, so it's no accident that we see them included here. I think I even see a cask or a wine cask tipped over in the lower center of the work. This painting is what's known as a modello. It's a rough draft of a painting made in preparation for making a larger final work. An artist might sketch the work on paper first, then paint a modello to rearrange the figures or work out the color patterns, and then ultimately the artist creates the final work. An artist might use a modello to convey their vision to the person who commissioned the artwork. It's a chance to say, "Is this what you had in mind?" The final version of this painting is huge, roughly 7 feet by 8 feet, so you don't want to make a mistake when creating something that large. So, what are your plans for Mardi Gras? Do you have a special meal or treat that you'd like to indulge in? Do you plan to give up anything for the season of Lent? Or do you plan to add something to your life, like patience or kindness? Please feel free to share in the comments below.